Hi, and welcome to the episode of Utah Crossbow Hunter, where today I'm going to be taking out 4 arrows for flight testing. I'll be using a 110 grain insert with a 125 grain tip, 12.5 aluminum insert with a 125 grain tip on my Piledriver arrows. But before we do that, remember, youtube.com/user/10RobRowe, rumble.com/user/Utah Crossbow Hunter, and don't forget to hit those subscribe buttons. So while we're talking, go ahead and hit those buttons right now. Hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up on these videos. I really appreciate it. Also, you can find me on the World Wide Web at utahcrossbowhunter.com. And there you'll find all my equipment that I use. All my videos will be on there. So hit me up on there. Also Utah Crossbow Hunter at iCloud.com. You can send me an email for any future episodes or anything you'd like to see me do. And of course, I'll be your host, Robert. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's show. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be doing some flight tests with my Carbon Express Piledriver 390. Let me show you what I got going here. Okay, so I have a 110 grain insert on here with a 125 grain field tip, 4-inch fletching, and a 2-inch fletching. And then 12.5, I think it is the insert here. It's an aluminum insert with a 125 grain tip, with the 4-inch fletching here and a 2-inch fletching here. So all I'm going to be doing is a flight test. I'm not going to be doing any sighting or anything like that. I just want to see how they fly. That's it. So I have another camera behind me, so we can hopefully see it all together. So the first round, we'll be using the 110 grain insert, 125 grain tip with the 2-inch fletching and the 4-inch fletching. And these ones here come in at a whopping 544.2, and another one here coming in, it says 175. So I don't think that's quite correct, but it might be. I'll re-weigh those when I go back inside. So let's send the first one down. It's going to be with the 4-inch fletching, the 125 grain tip, the 110 grain insert. Like I said, this isn't a sight. These are not sighted. So let's hope that at least they stay on target. Not bad for just not being sighted. So that one flew, looked pretty good. I mean, this isn't going to be the world's biggest sighting or flight test. I just want to see how they do and make my decision if I'm going to go to 2-inch fletching or 4-inch fletchings. These are on my Piledriver arrows. Alright, wait. So far. Alright. Oh. Okay. Got it that time. Yeah. Hey, hey. Kids are downrange. Back over there. Back over there. Excuse me just one moment. Over there. Come on. Okay, so this one is going to be with a 2-inch fletching, 125 grain tip with a 110 grain insert. We'll see how this one flies. All right. Not bad either. I mean, like I said, it's not being sighted in. They're not shooting bad. They're shooting pretty doggone straight. So between those two right there, I see no difference, really. I'm happy with the way they're shooting. So let me go pull those two out and we'll go to the other arrows. So I'll be right back. Okay, so this round we'll be doing the 2-inch, the 12.5 grain insert, 125 grain tip, and the 4-inch fletching, 12.5 grain insert, 125 grain tip. So we're going to see how those do. I mean, I probably, well, I guess my chronograph, I got to change the batteries, and I'm thinking that's what the problem is. If you watched yesterday's video, or the last video. So, we'll see how these two do. So, the weights on these are 474 and 468.6. Alright, the 4-inch fletching. We'll see how that does. Okay, so that one kind of flew off to the right. From where I was kind of aiming at. That was the biggest mover. Of them all. Of course, it's a lighter arrow. So I got a lot of testing I'm going to be doing with these arrows before I make my decision. Alright. Send this one down. And that one did the same thing. It flew off to the right. Okay. I got better consistency with the heavier inserts. Let me go down and collect those and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're back inside. The reason I came back inside is that the wind was starting to pick up a little bit outside. We're supposed to have a big so-called wind coming in. But But so overall, I think the arrows with the 110 grain insert and the 125 grain tip flew a little bit better than the ones with the aluminum inserts. Now when you pick these up, you can tell the difference, a big time difference. These are definitely heavier arrows. So like I said, I was going to do some weighing when we got back inside. As you can hear my engineers in the background. So we'll weigh this one first, the 4-inch fletching, 125 grain, 120 grain, 110 grain insert, 125 grain tip, and it comes in at, let me write this down while I'm at it, 575.4, and the arrow weighs itself 450. 450.2. Okay. And the front of center on this one. Let's see if we can do it here. As you can see, we're about, I'm going to say an inch, three-quarters of an inch to an inch below the covering here where it says Piledriver. Okay. Now the 2-inch fletching, 125 grain tip, with 110 grain, 125 grain tip, 110 grains insert is 544.2 without the insert. We're coming in at 420. No, 419. 419.6. Huh. That is interesting. I'm going to have to go back into let me see here. Okay, so I'm bringing up my table here, my whatchamacallit sheet here, spreadsheet, and let's see, arrow number 6 was 357, and I got 419. I'm going to have to go back and do my spreadsheet again here and do some more calculations on weights. But for right now, let's see here. My 4-inch fletching, 12.5 grain, and 125 grain tip is 468. 68.6, and it comes in at, let's see, I remember now, because this comes in at 329. The arrows that I bought came in at a big difference, okay, on weights. So for example, this arrow number 4, I'm weighed in at 343, and it just came in at 4. Let's see what. Let's see, it came in. How much? $339, and and I'm showing it, I went weighed it before, it came in at 343.8 for a total weight of 469, which the weight 469, yeah. So the weight's about the same. So I'm going to have to again go ahead and do some more weighing on my arrows and all that kind of good stuff. And of course the front of center on this one is about halfway. So I'm going to do some more weighing and some more calculations with my arrows. And then I'll go out and do some more testing. Because it's going to be an ongoing process for testing, you know, with 110 grain versus the 12.5 grain inserts. And I do apologize for the background with my kids. But the flight cam that I was using was this Canon. Let me bring it up here so you can see it. This Canon VIXIA HFR 800. And I was pretty impressed with it. This little handy cam, it shoots really good. I really like it. So if you're like looking for a vlogging camera or something like that, I'd recommend this Canon, and it'll be in the description below also. The only drawback to it is it doesn't have a microphone jack or a light jack up here, but it does have the microphone insert in here, right there. So but it has to be a powered mic. That's the only drawback. It has to be a powered mic. And then I'm also got these new tripods here. This is called a, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, the ESDDI. And it's really nice. This adjusts up and down like this, like so. It has a rotating head on it, so I can get it up here. So this head, when you release this button here, it rotates very, very smoothly, and I like that. And then this right here adjusts the ball. Loosen up here, loosens this ball up here. The only thing I wish it had was the lever to go up and down, right or left, but it doesn't have one, so that's okay. And these legs fold up like so, okay? And it has a really nice bag. I'll show you that in a minute. But also, this leg, one leg comes off here, and you can put this head on here. So you have a monopod, which is pretty cool. I like that. Get this back in here. Alright. But the bag, it comes this real nice bag here. And then it comes with this little cover for your ball. It just goes right over the top of your ball to protect it a little bit. Just like that. So that's pretty neat. And then it goes in this bag here, and you go carry on your shoulder. And it's actually pretty light, and I do like it. And again, that'll be in the description below with everything. So again, let's come back with some final thoughts and close today's show out. Okay, there we go. Lost myself for a minute. Okay, so for today, I was, again, they both of them shot tight groups. They're within within an inch of each other. But this one more, the 110 grain or the 12.8 grain insert flew to the right. Now, this bow was sighted with these 12.8 or 12.5 grain inserts. not the 110. So the 110 actually flew closer to where I was shooting at. So, tell me what you think. I know it's kind of hard to see in the video of where everything was going, but using this Canon VIXIA for the first time, I see I got some adjustments to make on zooming in more on the target. So just don't tell my wife that I was using this. It comes with this nice big battery on it. I bought her some extra batteries though. So yeah, it's a pretty nice little handy cam. Try it. It was, I think I got it for 250 bucks. And as you can see, the color on it was excellent. I really like the color on it. And that's without a filter. No filter on it whatsoever. But I did order a filter for a lens protector. So if you can't afford a, the more expensive cameras, this one right here, that'll do you just fine. Alrighty, so let's move on here. So remember, our men and women in blue, give them a big shout out, give them a big thank you. Remember our military people, give them a big thank you also. And remember first responders, medics save lives, EMTs save medics. And of course, family first, as you heard mine. Take care of your family, and by all means, get out there and hunt. And thank you for watching Utah Crossbow Hunter.